Here we are. We're live. And 3 people watching. Probably my wife, my mother, and my mother-in-law. But it's all good. Whoever is here, thank you for being here. It's Hockey Now, watching together on our Facebook Live and our YouTube Live and our Twitch streaming channel as well. I say our, it's me. But it's really me and all of us. Anybody watching right now is fairly excited about, well, about 14 minutes from now when the NHL reboot officially kicks off. The New York Rangers and Carolina Hurricanes. Already some drama. Igor Shesterkin will not be playing today for the New York Rangers. It'll be Henrik Lundqvist. Hank has a 3-0 record against the Canes this year. So if you're a Ranger fan, like I am, shh. And you're kind of excited about the prospect of Hank playing today, especially since the caliber that he can be. Right off the bat, I want to introduce you to my nephew Andrew, who has some words for you.
Hit that subscribe button and smash that like button and do that.
Thank you, Andrew. Make sure that you're sharing this and spreading this around. We want to make sure that we get as many people involved here as we can. So just a couple of quick things, because this is a project that I've brought together just kind of in my time off in the quarantine. So I'm learning how to do live streaming. Of course, I have radio background, but it's 2020 and it's time to move into the future. So with the technology available, we took it online and we're going to try this. This should work. There's a lot of technology things that might get in our way, but this should work. So there's a couple of points where I'm going to flash this up on the screen, sync. And that's just saying that I'm going to count down the time a little bit just so you could see what I'm seeing on my screen, and then you can sync it with what you're seeing on your screen. And anyone who's on the feed with us as well will be able to, be in real time. Because if there's anything I hate, there's nothing I hate more in the world than spoilers and being spoiled by alerts. So I've already turned off all my alerts, and I am just kind of going at it with what I see on the screen, and I'll share that with you. And of course, then after that, I can get rid of this. After that, there should be there's 30 seconds delay because it's streaming, and then another 15-20 seconds through the live stream. So just work with me here and we'll get this looking good, or as good as we can, at least. A couple comments coming in. Devin, thanks for hopping on with us. Devin, Solar Bears fan. Lots of support here in the Central Florida area. Isaiah, focus. I'm going to make you jump on with me when the Avs play. I got games here. So I selected 3 games per day. And the way I look at it, there's only 2 teams that won't be covered at all through these live streams. Granted, this is just the first 5 days because beyond Wednesday's games, there's no schedule. So we'll have this game, Rangers, Carolina, and then later on today, 3:45, the stream will start up for Florida and the Islanders. I feel a little obligated to do the Islanders games because it's my wife's team on one side, but then on the other side, I was certain she would not let me do the stream while the Islanders are playing, that I'd have to sit and watch with her, which is no big deal. My wife's a hockey fan. She knows what she's talking about. But I will be here nonetheless, streaming Florida, the Panthers, and the New York Islanders. And then tonight, 8 o'clock, should be really like one of the most exciting things of all these series. And there's a lot of exciting series. I mean, I think at the top of the list for me, I am a Ranger fan. I have Ranger background. I can get rid of Isaiah there for a second. I have I'm a Rangers fan. I've been a Rangers fan my whole life. It's a family thing. It's a family tradition. I've got the picture in my wallet. I wanted to scan it, just didn't have any time. But I have a picture of my dad in his New York Rangers jersey at 8 years old. So my Rangers roots run deep. And I'm excited to watch them play. But at the same time, Hawks, Oilers, Patrick Kane, and Connor McDavid on the same ice, I'll take that all day. But tonight, Sydney and Carey Price, Penguins, Canadians. And we'll stream that at 7:45 as well. Tomorrow, we'll do the Flyers and Bruins, and we'll do that game for my friend Tina, who we'll talk more about what happened to Tina. But tomorrow's Flyers game will be in honor of her. For sure, and that'll be 2:45 stream time, 3:00 game, and then we'll do the Leafs and Blue Jackets tomorrow night. And I think my friend Jeff Ning from Blue Line Hockey Tournaments will jump on. A couple guys have already reached out, or that I've reached out to, have agreed to come on. Some fun guests, some people from the hockey world. If you are, I would love for you to come on. I mean, if you wanted to come on the stream right now, if somebody wanted to jump on the stream right now, I can make that happen very easily. And I would love to test that part of it out. But one of my dreams is by the time this thing progresses more. So for instance, here's the game graphic background. This is the game we're getting ready to see. We're getting ready to watch the Rangers and the Carolina Hurricanes. So imagine if late in the game, we have a Ranger fan and a Carolina fan. Actually, it would be a Ranger fan and a Carolina fan on the same screen fighting with each other. I mean, that sounds fun to me. I just don't know I don't really know very many Canes fans. I don't know if there's many Canes fans. I know one guy that's a Canes fan, but it's funny. It's a TikTok commercial on the TV, running commercials for something that's not going to be available soon, maybe. This is hockey oriented. This is not politics, current events oriented at all. I'm staying as far away from all of that as I possibly can. But nonetheless, if you know any fans of any of the teams that are getting ready to play, I'd love to have them on with us. I'd love to have them involved in streaming, obviously, but jumping on screen. And we'll have guests on screen. We could do on phone. We could do a lot of different things. So this is just the kind of the jump off point while we get this started. Before, noon. What is it now? 11:52. 8 minutes before we're ready to go. How about this? Last night, let me find it. This is what this is going to be. It's going to be a lot of Brian scrambling around to do stuff. But no, last night hang on one second. I'm going to actually do this the right way. Try to do this the right way if I possibly can. Last night, I trimmed my beard. Got to trim your beard, right? We'll see if I can do this share screen, and a bing, and a bang, and a boom. Well, I'm in my bathroom right now because it's the night before the 2020 NHL qualifying rounds and round robin games for the NHL playoffs. And my wife was like, the playoffs don't start tomorrow, just the round robin game and the qualifying rounds, blah, blah, blah. Well, if you're a round robin team, fair enough, you're going to be top 4. But if you're in a qualifying series, your playoff starts tomorrow, which means it's time to tighten up. So we first moved into the house. My wife got me a bib and cape because my hair gets all over the place. So I'm going to get myself set up here because even though it's the playoff beard edition of the show and it's for the show, I still got to make sure to keep my bathroom clean or else I'm going to get yelled at and I can't sleep in my bed tonight and I got to get a good night's sleep because of the games tomorrow. So, all right, this will go right up around here. You are having a playoff beard, right? I mean, you got to. It's the big deal. And seriously, the qualifying round, your playoff starts tomorrow. You haven't guaranteed anything. You're not the Tampa Bay Lightning or Philadelphia Flyers or Washington Capitals or Boston Bruins or Avalanche, Stars, Golden Knights, or, defending champion, St. Louis Blues. That's who it is. All right. The cape is on. The moment we've all been waiting for. There it goes. It's coming off. It's time for the playoffs. It's time for the playoffs. I just made that song up. Get the couple under there because those hairs like to just sit right down. Pretty pumped. I'm sure you know I'll be streaming for select games throughout the whole playoffs and the qualifying rounds. Watching together.
Got some cool people that are scheduled to come on with me, so that should be a lot of fun. People from the hockey world. Hey, share it with your friends. You got any friends that like to talk smack? Tell them I want them on the feed. Seriously, could you imagine? Game 5, Penguins Canadiens goes into overtime, and we have a Penguins fan, and there's a lot of them that are watching this, I'm sure, and a Canadiens fan on at the same time. Enjoy the joy and pain with both of them together. I'm hoping for moments like that. All right, that's good for that. Now let me get my thing. Always the attachment always falls off of that thing. Where is it? Oh, got it. Get the lip. I think I'm ready. Petey's ready. Did you hear him? All right, so of course I'm gonna play middle ground all the time, but I am a Rangers fan, and the Rangers the first game tomorrow noon against the Carolina Hurricanes. So my playoff beer's ready. Hope yours is too. You can share a picture of your playoff cut if you want in the comments. Just make sure you're tuning in. Hockey Now watching together on the Facebook Live and on the YouTube Live and on the Twitch streaming channels. You can get the links for all those on the Hockey Now Facebook page. It's Hockey Now Net. So we'll see you in the morning. Can't wait for that hockey, baby. Here we go. Playoff.
Let's watch the video one more time. Love this video. Thank you, Danny. Thank you, Danny. I love it.
This is the Hockey Now Network.
Thank you, Danny. We're just minutes away here from the Rangers and the Carolina Hurricanes. Once again, just to kind of explain how this is all going to go. Well, first and foremost,
Hit that subscribe button and smash that like button and do that.
I'm all about my nephew, Andrew. We stream Fortnite together, and he is totally, it's amazing. These kids, a lot of the reason I'm doing the stream here is because my niece and nephews are so like naturally into live feeds and things like that. And we were streaming Fortnite. Like nobody watches it. I just stream it to YouTube so that it looks cool for them because just fun. But we're just playing out of nowhere. He's like, "Hey, Brian, can you tell the people something?" I'm like, "What do you want me to tell the people?" And he says,
Hit that subscribe button and smash that like button and do that.
My wife and I looked at each other and just started cracking up because I mean, where do you get that? I know where he gets it. He watches Fortnite on YouTube like all the time. How's everything look? Everything look okay? 11:59, and we're getting closer and closer to the start of the NHL qualifying round. So there are 12 teams from each side, top 4 teams from each division. Top 4 teams from each conference automatically make it to the quarterfinals. So in the East, that's the Tampa Bay Lightning, the Boston Bruins, the Washington Capitals, and the Philadelphia Flyers. And a lot of people are looking for Carter Hart to have like breakout of the century. He can do it. I mean, really, anyone can do it. Let's talk about that real quick. Anybody can win. Hank's beaten the Hurricanes 3 times this season. He might lose 3 in a row to them. So you got those 4 teams on the top of the division. On the Western Conference, you've got the Colorado Avalanche, St. Louis Blues, Dallas Stars, and Vegas Golden Knights. That Pacific division was real weak, really, really weak. So those 4 teams will play on each side. Will play a round robin within them for seeding 1 through 4 once we get to the quarterfinals, which start on August 11th. The remaining 8 teams, that's 5-12, 6-11, 7-10, 8-9, those teams play a best-of-5 series, and the winners will move on to the playoffs and take seeds 5 through 8 in the tournament. on each conference. Does that make sense? I mean, I know it makes sense in my head. I hope it makes sense to everybody else. But so Mika Zibanejad is on my screen right now. One of the memories that I have from the season that was before it got interrupted was like a month before that. Mika had a 5-goal game against the Washington Capitals, and it was just a back and forth game. It was a very exciting game to watch. And that dude is he's an unbelievable player. He's just an unbelievable player. My wife hates him, but he's unbelievable. And he's an EDM artist, musician, whatever. So that's very cool. Let's I'm waiting for a point so that we can get our first sync, and then we can start to get into the game action. The game action. I wish I could just put the game on the stream. That would make this so much easier. I know it would make it a lot easier, but we're making the best out of what we've got here. Like how I'm actually loading clips and sound effects right now as we go here. Let's see what sound effects did I load in here. I've got Andrew. I've got a ding dong.
What's she doing? What's she doing?
Uncle Roger. Oh, love Uncle Roger. If you don't know about Uncle Roger, message me and I'll tell you about it.
What a freaking idiot.
You have a firm grasp of the obvious.
All right, and then I've also got some goal effects here. Don't know how this is going to play out, but we'll see what we can do. How about that? I'm also trying to wake up as we speak. The Canes are in the tunnel right now. They are using the Toronto Maple Leafs locker room today. Got to be weird. It was so weird to see the Canadians using the Leafs locker room the other night. That was weird. It was very weird. It was extremely strange. Before earlier today, I don't know if you saw it or not. I'm going to try to pull it up here. But Gary Bettman had a message for fans. I will put that up here on the window so that we if it will go. Looks like it's freezing up a Yeah, it does look like I'm frozen here. All right, I think I'm frozen. I need to reboot the computer or the web browser real quick, but give me like 2 seconds to do that. If you can hear me there, thank you. Technical difficulties. Let's get rid of this. And that, okay, that's done. This is live. Igor, I cannot stream the game. Because I don't have the rights to it, but I can watch the game with you and like we can sync up, and then you can here we go. Looks like we're jumping back on. All right, there we go. Add me, take me out of there. That'll be better for that. Get rid of that. Oh, we're working out technical difficulties as we go here. Thank you, Andrew. I appreciate that. Like I was saying, Igor, we are not able to stream the game, but we are watching the game. And I'll tell you where I'm at. We'll do a sync point right here from the start, just to make sure that we're all on the same page. I will tell you the second that the puck drops here, it looks like Hank is in the crease. He's ready to go. I am getting very, 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 very excited. Very excited. Sound effects are going to get better. I do have another tablet that I don't have the right cord for. Look, there was a lot of moving parts to this, and here we are. Looks like national anthems are happening. So we're in Scotiabank Arena today in Toronto. Oh, looks like is the Canes. I guess he's not there. I guess the Canes anthem singer. I saw that because Sonia from the Lightning, I saw she pre-recorded the national anthem for the games that the Lightning play. So they're trying to make it as homely feel as you can, but who knows how that will actually end up playing out. We are seeing the anthems. There's Brady Shea, new Carolina Hurricane. Totally forgot that he got traded at the deadline. Totally forgot. I'm telling you, when they shut the game off, I shut the game off in my head. I just didn't want to be like upset. I didn't want to be frustrated. I want to be disappointed. Andrew, I swear, you're a couple seconds ahead of us. If you spoil alert on us, don't spoil alert on us. Just sit there and wait for the excitement and the explosion of energy to happen. When the shutdown happened, I turned it all off because I didn't want to be upset that it wasn't here. There was obviously a bigger thing that everybody needed to be paying attention to at the time. And, the sports needed to shut down. Really, before the country shut down, sports shut down, right? I mean, the NCAA really led the way, and they're the ones that close it down. And then the announcements from the government, and then the NBA, and then the NHL, et cetera, et cetera, et cetera. Again, it's not a political conversation. I'm not interested in that at all. But it was just weird that so many things happened before this season got stopped. And I don't know. The visual looks cool. Glad to have the NBA here in Orlando in our backyard. I think I like the NHL look a lot better. The NBA looks like it's on a television set. It looks like it's made for TV. This is obviously made for TV also, but the thing about hockey, one of the things about hockey that I love is that it is such a definitive playing area. Like these other sports have out of bounds, and even hockey has a quote unquote out of bounds puck out of play. But there is no out of bounds. You're in the rink. That's all you're looking at. You're just focused on that. You cannot make the rink any bigger or smaller for TV. It's a hockey rink. Now, if you look at the NBA floor that Disney's using, they've added like 20 feet on each side. Exaggeration. Like 10 feet on the ends of the out of bounds line. So I'll tell you what, this Canadian anthem has taken a while. They play this really elongated Canadian anthem, but the teams have broken from the blue line now. And it looks like we're going to get ready to go. So I'm going to throw the sync graphic up because we're getting ready to sync this up. I will tell you exactly when the puck drops. That's the best that I can do right now. Oh, dude from Letterkenny. Jackson Playfair used to be with the Solar Bears. His brother, Dylan Playfair, I think's his name. They're showing a video now on the screen. See, now that's weird. Why are you showing the screen on the scoreboard? Show it on the TV. Everybody's seeing it. Like, the players don't care about this right now. The players are just ready to go. But here we go. Looks like there's Hanky. And looking across should be Peter Mrazek. There he is. And let's get ready to drop the puck here. So excited. Can't believe this is happening. All right, here we go. And face off now. Here we are. 58, 57, 56, 55, 54, 53, 52, 51, 50. All right, we're not going to do that the whole game. So let me, I'm going to do my graphic swap here because we are in game. We are in game. Here's the hard part. Do I keep talking through the whole thing, or I just maybe play like some music in the background underneath, just so that you know I'm there and I'm watching? Look for comments. Alan, thanks for jumping on. Thanks for watching with me. We are watching together. I gotta send a link to somebody real quick. Really curious to see how Hank jumps out. Oh, tested right from the beginning and an early Henrik Lundqvist goal. Are you kidding me? I wonder how much preparation he had for today's game. I didn't watch any of the pregame stuff. Is that Jacob Slavin? Yup. Defenseman. Oh, wait a minute. I was supposed to hit. We have a goal. And I guess I'm supposed to hit this too, huh? Well, that was uneventful and awfully frustrating right from the freaking get-go. No, I am not wearing an Avs jersey right now. I'm just wearing, Jason, the one thing that I didn't do was prepare my wardrobe for this, which was a horrible mistake and miscalculation, and I will be more prepared for that going forward because I do need to pay attention to that. I got to make sure I look good enough on camera. Maybe not good, but good enough. It's just like that's been the story of the Rangers for like the last 5 years. These early goals, they just get so hyped up going forward. But maybe they play better on the back foot. Maybe they play better on their heels. We'll see. Hank already looks like he's frustrated. You can just see the way he touches the puck. He's frustrated. I don't know. All right, puck out of play. 17:58, and we're stopped right now. It is a neutral hat, but it's actually not. It is actually we got penalty action here. It is actually a Metropolitan Division hat. Shout out to my wife for grabbing that for me when she was at the All-Star game in Tampa a couple years ago. She grabbed that for me. Big hit Brady Shea on Jesper Fast. And what happened here? Jesper's off to the locker room? Or did he get a penalty? I don't know. I can't tell with these penalty boxes. Everything is so spread out. I don't get it. If you're in the box, you're in the box. You don't have to. I mean, there's not very many people in the box with you anyway. Nonetheless, the Rangers are on penalty kill right now, which can just lead to disaster. Let's see. Kane's moving the puck around. Looking pretty good. Let's not count out the talent on the Canes, right? And if you remember early, well, when the shutdown happened, they had a lot of goaltending problems, and they accumulated. They amassed like, oh, get at it. Penalty coming here. No one. Oh, we've got some gloves flying. Is that Ryan Strome? And Justin Williams, Mr. Playoff. Look at that baby face he's got. He's ready to grow a beard on there. Get at it, Strome. That's spirited. Got to see that. See, this is going to be. Did you watch the NBA last night? The NBA last night, like they had a 300 points accumulated between the two teams. Like the game is completely different. Hockey, this is not going to be a different game. Anybody who thought that the players wouldn't be able to get the energy up has never seen like a closed door kind of a tournament or how elevated they get in practice. Dude, this is going to be like the Frozen Four meets youth hockey meets just This is going to be amazing. Going to be amazing. Someone just said Fast almost died. Really? I didn't see that. That might be one of my issues. It might be too many things happening at once for me to be able to juggle all of the toys that I have here. I might need to have an off-site producer. So it's 4-on-4 here for 1:14. Early in the game still, and a lot of activity. And there's the Ice Crew scraping blood off the ice. Way to go, Ice Crew. Way to go. I'm reaching for music. I just didn't have time to prepare, and I want to stay focused on this. Thank you for being here through the first one to make sure that this is all moving in the right direction. Strome had a hard time trying to find his footing. Drafted by the Islanders, I believe. Edmonton moved along too. He's played well with the Rangers. He's done, I guess as well as you could expect from him. There's a problem when players who aren't really good enough to be tier A stars, and they have to be. But on a team like the Rangers, where you've got Zibanejad, you've got Artemi Panarin, you got the speed of Chris Kreider, et cetera, et cetera, et cetera. You can have a guy like Ryan Strome who can comfortably sit there in the middle and be just fine with that. Not too much pressure. He brings his game and plays his game, and glad to see him drop the mitts right there. We needed to get that going right off the bat. Zone. Ha! Mr. Moneyman, David Ayers, is he there? The E-Bug, who the Zamboni driver in Toronto that jumped on the ice for the Canes when they were down a goaler. Foxy. Adam Fox, New York guy. Long Island, I think. Played real well. Maybe should have gotten a nod for Calder, but there's just too many good young players. I'm not down with the homerism when it comes to the awards. There's a lot of good players in the league, and there's a lot of good players, young players, that are coming up, but not everyone can win the Calder. And the candidates for this year, I need to pull them up, but I know the three candidates were, Quinn Hughes was a better rookie defenseman than Adam Fox alone. So, right there, just from that. Rangers on the power play, 14 more seconds. That's the crazy thing about Hank Jason, is that he his sample size wasn't necessarily that big because of the tree. Oh, another Ranger penalty. Booch. Looks like he took a stick up high. The sample size wasn't really that big for the King this year for Hank, just because they had three goaltenders that they needed to rotate around. But he played really well against the Canes. So I guess you got to have some confidence in that part of it alone. But are we getting matching penalties? See Booch in the Pavel Buchnevich in the box. Let's see what's going on here with the penalties. 15-18 is the stop point. Let's do a sync point up to 15 minutes here. So that'll be in 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5 seconds to 15 minutes on the clock. 2, 1. There's 15 minutes on the clock. Sync up. can't believe a minute in. I can't believe it. Love to get somebody on with me. Does anybody want to jump on? You want to jump on? Just pop it in there in the comments, and I'll figure out how to get you that link. There is a link I can send you right now. I'm actually going to pull that up. Make sure we're ready to go. Already, I can tell that when there is somebody else with me, I'll have some conversation. I feel like I'm just talking to myself, which is fine. But it does. Phil Heedle. Have that goal overlay ready to roll. Oh, was that an elbow? Crossbar post elbow, top down. Could have been nastiness. You don't want Hank giving up to this early. Though, no, I think he's in. He'll be just fine. I have love for Henrik Lundqvist. I'm not afraid to say that. But he spent the time in Sweden working out with his brother, which always charges him. If you see any interviews with the two of them, like, I still firmly believe that he will never play for another NHL team. He'll go back to Sweden and play with his brother before he plays for another NHL team. I just think there's more for him than I don't think he's the kind of guy that wants to ride the bench, as a backup role just to get his name on the Stanley Cup. I don't think he's that kind of guy. He wants to earn it. It's just the way he plays. Stopped with 1331 here. Part of me is thinking that maybe I don't need to constantly talk. Just shut up for a minute, Brian. Just let me enjoy the game. Which is fine. That works out great. Let's see here. I gotta get some. Looking forward to see if the Panthers are going to show up today. Trying to figure out if the Panthers didn't show or if the Lightning were super, super ready to go in the exhibition game. But nonetheless, the Panthers are going to have their hands full with the Islanders. Like, hands full with the Islanders. Hands full. And we're in commercial. Grab a drink. The unofficial drink of the Hockey Now stream for today is Pepsi Zero Sugar. Probably drink too many of those. I know I drink too many of those. Oh, there's closed captioning in here. Oh, awesome. Jason, another one where talking about Vinny Trocheck and talking about the Panthers, a loss for the Panthers when they traded him, but another player where you totally forgot he got moved at the trade deadline. So many of these guys, Carolina really beefed up their team, bringing in Brady Shea on the back end, bringing in Vinny Trocheck up front for the help. So if the Rangers are not able to play the Canes on the level they think that they can, I don't think anyone's going to be surprised. You see the seeds up on the scoreboard when the game is on. The Rangers are the 11 out of 12. Canes are the 6 out of 12. They had a really good, strong season. And I'm not trying to homer myself into the Stanley Cup. The Rangers are a good young team. That's the goal. The goal wasn't for this year. If you can make something happen this year, then that's great. But two things. Number one, you lose in the qualifying round and you get your hat in the lottery for the number one pick. And then you get a little Frenier in your life and you're very happy. Number two, this is all experience for the years to come. The guy who I'm seeing on the screen right now, Artemi Panarin, his skills are not going anywhere. They're going to be there and they're going to be something to grow on. And the Rangers team in the years to come will have a lot to look forward to. Right now, though, going to be really hard. As far as the Islanders, Jason, maybe. I think the Islanders have – I think and I know you'll understand this, I think if the Islanders have the success that they need to have in this playoffs, it's going to be because they have that solid fourth line with Clutterbuck and Matt Martin and Casey Cizikas. You know, those guys have been the industry standard for a fourth line, you know, for the last several years, and that's what they're going to need to have the success, I think, because they got the parts up front. Matt Barzal, I'm still waiting to see what he can do. Oh, garbage in front of the net. We're at 12, 36, 35, 34, 33, 32, 31, 12, 30. Let me see if I can get this game center up so you can have something to look at. Something. Not that you don't want to just look at me, which I would love and appreciate. Let's see. The game center is now. There we go. There we go. Keep that up there. As long as you don't mind the Alfa Romeo advertisement or advertisement. That linesman shot in there like there was something happening. I thought there was another fight going on. Twelve 13, and the puck is dropped. Clock lagged for a second. That was you, Tina, wasn't it? We'll talk about Tina tomorrow during the Flyers game for sure. Hopefully get some people on with us for that. Of course you support this, Elise. Of course you support me saying that the Islanders are going to have
he did not
success.
react to the player coming through the flashbang.
Shush. Just trying to get my link for Twitch so I can do some stats tracking here. Right there. Oh, does it do that? Live update. Oh, yeah, there's the play-by-play. Man, perfect. Let's go with that. We'll leave that right there. So if you're just tuning in, you can see, you could see the play-by-play. Looking forward to Pens Canadians tonight. Hoping some of my Penguin fan friends will jump on and talk some smack. I know they're always willing to talk about Sidney Crosby. Oh, Rangers on a power play here. All right. Rock McGinn slashing. Here we go. That's a great point, Don. Something a lot of people have been saying. Watched a lot of Don's talking about the ice if you're not seeing the comment on the screen, but a lot of talk about the ice quality and how it will hold up playing, 3 games a day in each one of these venues. A couple of things to remember, though. Number one, and this is all coming from the Ice Guys comments. Number one, the biggest detriment to the ice, you're not going to want to hear this, the biggest detriment to the ice is the fans. When you open the doors and you let the humidity in and you let people come in, you let 20,000 people come in your building and they're on top of each other creating heat and they're screaming and yelling and blowing carbon dioxide into the air. I know it sounds silly, but it's all very relevant when you're talking about protecting the ice. You're not opening the doors for fans. So you're not having transfer of air. You're not having people coming in and out of the building. You're not having extra bodies in there creating more heat. That's number one. Number two, there are, because you could see on the ice, some of the ice graphics are superimposed on there. The boards, I believe, are superimposed. They may have a crew that are swapping out the banner ads on the sides, but I think some of them are superimposed. As far as on the ice, there's like 4 or 5 layers of the ice where there's the different layers of graphics underneath. So they were looking at about like Usually ice is about an inch, inch and a quarter. They're looking at like an inch and 3/4 to 2 inches of ice if they can, just to keep the ice protected. But again, if you're not having the fans in and out, then you're not really having to worry about that. Rangers can't really get their power play together, can they? They just kind of look confused. Listen, you can't expect them to come out here and look like they've been playing nonstop for the last 6 months, like they were in March when the season stopped. There's Foxy. I might use nicknames. Drop back to nothing. The other thing is, Toronto and Edmonton were chosen because of the ice quality. So as far as my cousin Andrew made a comment, I'll flash this one on the screen too. The game being called very close. I think that the referees are really the people to be watching in these games, because referees, they get involved in the mood in the building. If there's a call missed and they hear the boos raining down on them, they definitely look for a rebound call. They definitely look for a make good. I don't know that they're going to do that. They're going to probably call this very close to vest, very true to the rules. They're going to let things go where they can, but you also have to keep in mind this is playoff hockey, so you're going to get big hits. You're going to get a loosely called game in the interest of an open game and a fun game and a passionate game. And they really need to let these guys exploit their passion the best they can. Kings don't look bad. They had the one sequence where it led to the goal in the beginning, but they don't look collected either. It's still early. We're just over 10 minutes in to the game here. Sorry, I'm not frustrated. It's just a little sigh. Just a little sigh every so often. I want to make sure to remind you of the Twitch channel. 826, we're stopped here. 826 look like we're going to a commercial break. So a reminder for you from my nephew Andrew.
Hit that subscribe button and smash that like button and do that.
Thanks, bro. Do me a favor. We're all over the place. We're on our Twitch channel, Hockey Now Network. We're streaming on there because that platform is, kind of trying to reach everybody. So the younger people are on there, and that's more of a streaming conducive kind of a platform. Jay, I'm looking at the game right there. It's right there. That's why I have the camera right there, so that I can look at the screen and be able to watch while I am commenting on it and talking to you on the live stream. Lost my train of thought there for a second. Doesn't really matter. Oh, the Twitch channel. And then we also have the YouTube. Let's see if it'll show the YouTube handle up there. Where did we go? All right. Hockey Now on YouTube. And then, of course, the Facebook Live is Hockey Now Net, at Hockey Now Net. So a reminder, if you have any friends that are fans of any of these teams that are playing later today, Islanders and Panthers, Montreal and Pittsburgh, that is the 8 o'clock game. Only 5 games today and tomorrow on the whole schedule. We're doing 3 today, 2 tomorrow, and then 3 every day from there out. But there is a layover today between the 4 o'clock game and the 8 o'clock game, so we'll take a little break and come back for that one. But if you have friends that are fans of any of these teams, that's like my goal. And if you hit Twitter and start fishing for people, that's even better. I'll pay you $5. How about this? I will pay you $5 per person. I'm going to get myself in trouble there. If you can get random Twitter trolls to come on the live stream and fight with each other when the game goes down to the end. That's a lot of the motivation and the inspiration for this was I don't know if they still do it in the UK, but there's a show where they have supporters. So if Man U is playing Chelsea, they'll have a Man U supporter and a Chelsea supporter. And those people are psycho passionate about their teams. And they sit in the same room watching the game together and they fight with each other. It's really awesome. Let me just make sure that Game Center. I might need to not run the game center because the game center is faster than the live feed. I might need to come back up to here. I think I am going to come back up to here because I don't want anything to be spoiled for me or for you. I don't want it to be spoiled. Hey, safe ride, Jay. Enjoy the trip up there. Tell Mr. Nash that that I can't wait to see him in a Ranger sweater one day. Fancy footwork. Oh, we're international here. I hope they can do it, Alessandro. I hope they can do it. Childhood friend, Hawk, Logan, thanks for jumping on. Thanks for the kind words. No Devils games. Sorry. I know that also is going to make that doesn't make Jason very happy either, but we'll maybe they can get some Lafreniere in their life. No, they can't. They missed out on that. How wild is that they give so the NHL lottery, when they did the lottery this year, they left one placeholder team. Well, they had the placeholder teams for the teams that aren't in the lottery, but they made the qualifying round because there's the 8 teams that did. Oh, big stop, Hank. Big stop. Turn it back around. I think once the Rangers get their speed together, they're going to be just fine. And the Canes are going to have to play their game, and who knows? What am I, an analyst? No, I'm not. I'm just a fan trying to watch this game. So anyway, with the lottery, they the 7 teams that didn't qualify for the tournament, they went into a pool along with 8 placeholders. So NHL team A, B, C, D, E, etc. And one of the placeholder teams actually won the lottery. So what will happen is after the qualifying round, the 8 teams that lose will go into another drawing to get the number 1 pick. That's pretty wild. You make it to this tournament and you lose and you still are going to get the number 1 pick. That's awesome. That's a game changer for them. It's a game changer for one of these teams. Because if the team's good enough to get this close, they're right there. I find it easier to forget also in watching these games that there's no fans in the stands. Like the NBA games just look so evident that there's nobody there. Puck stop at 5:27. Oh, Oh, got that rocket ding. Well, I don't need to show their ads. Sorry, NHL, I'm not showing your ads. I want to run my own ads. We'll get there, though. All right, and we're back. And we're back. Oh, we got another stoppage of play. That's about right. I could load some more music in here. That's what I need to do. Because during the commercial breaks, it's nice to have something to be able to listen to and break the silence. Again, I'm also radio trained, so I always want to be hearing something. I feel kind of uncomfortable when you can't hear anything. So I've got my other effects machine that'll be ready to roll for tomorrow. Hawks Oilers 3:00. That's on NBC national game. Won't be streaming for that, but when we come on at 4 for the Islanders game, that game will also be on still. So we will talk about that where appropriate. Coming up on 5 minutes here. Let's do another sync here. And we're at 5:05. 4, 3, 2, 1. 5 minutes on the clock. You're all caught up now. Ooh, big drive, big stop. Oh, I don't like the way that looks. Oh, you whiffed it. The whiff. See, the physicality's here, man. It's playoff hockey. It's playoff hockey. Playoff hockey. Keep my throat cleared. All right. Music pads. Oh, well, that'll be a problem. Mm-hmm. 30 seconds left on this Carolina Hurricanes power play. Slide up there a little bit. I have my mic pole like right in the middle of the screen, so if you see me like ducking back and forth, it's just to go around the pole there. Oh! Big pads, Hank. Big stop. As long as he can see the puck, he can most times stop the puck. And I obviously he wants that first shot of the game back, but we're at 3:29 here, ready to start back up. 2 seconds left in the power play. I'll let you know when the puck drops. 3:29, puck drop. Yeah, you always have to look out for more. You always have to look out for your favorite player, Jay. As long as I've known Jay, I met Jay at Hangout Festival a couple years ago at random. The night before the Rangers played the Canadiens in Game 1 of the Conference Finals, 2014. And one of the first words out of Jay's mouth in talking about the Rangers was how much he hates Mark Stahl. And I give him credit for the consistency. He definitely, even when he scores, it's not a good thing. That's fandom, though, you know? You don't have to have love, hate. Hate is just as good. Hate. Finding the goalies are really starting to play the puck a lot more frequently instead of freezing it. And that was something that they started with. I think it's on the NHL level. It's definitely at the ECHL level, but on an icing, the goalie cannot, or if the puck is shot from behind the red line and it's frozen by the goalie, it's treated like an icing. So the goalie has to play it. And I find the goalies are starting to play the puck a lot more, which is good. Keep the puck in play. This ain't rugby. We don't need to have scrums every 30 seconds. Ooh. 2 minutes left here in the first. I don't know if it's because we haven't seen any hockey or because it's my team that's playing, but not an awful period of hockey, I don't think. I mean, it's definitely not the best that we can do yet, but I'm interested to see how these players react to a 5-game series. You're talking about, sandwich. If I had my sound effects board, which I will have for maybe even the next game, I would have hit my ding dong a little bit sooner when that big hit right there happened. Coming up on a minute here. Back to the point. Oh, big drive, good stop, Hank, though. Under a minute left here. Get at it, Phil. Filipino. One of the cornerstones to the Rangers rebuild as far as the youth goes. He was drafted that first year the Rangers went all in on the rebuild. He was the second of their first round draft picks. Elias Anderson, the other one, thought maybe he'd come back over here. Just not when we talk about as hockey fans, the pedigree of a hockey player and the respect that comes with hockey and all of those kind of things, players who show characteristics opposite of that, they tend to have a hard time. And Elias Anderson, when he threw that silver medal in the stands, he has not bounced back from that at all. That was a childish thing, and that's a trait that's ingrained in him. And I don't want to hear it wasn't good enough. He wanted the gold. You take your silver, and then you work for your gold. You don't throw your silver away. You threw away all the hard work you did on that tournament. Childish. Just childish. So, looks like the Rangers will take a power play into the intermission here. Capo Caco gets interference. Mediocre call. But that, bang. Look at that. Boom. 2 times. 2 times. Well, that's the end of the first period, and it would be Carolina won a goal within, what was it, 8:58 of the, yeah, it's right there, 18:59. Well, I guess it would be a minute 1 of the first period. Come on, Brian, you act like you don't read these for a living. 101 of the first period. Jakub Slavin gets that goal, puts the Canes up 1-0. Shots on goal for the Canes, 12-4 for the Rangers. Rangers, the more physical team, 17 hits, including that double right there near the end of the period. Canes only 9 hits, some penalty minutes, lots of penalties, 24 minutes total in the first period. No power play goals to speak of. So I think what I'm going to do real quick is throw a song on. I'm going to take myself off the camera, and I'm going to stretch my legs for a minute. I'm really excited that you're here with me. We'll come back and let's go through the series. Let's go through all of them and talk about all of them, and maybe some comments if you have anything you want to jump on with me on the. Again, I am more than happy to have somebody on the camera with me. I would love that actually. So. It's going to leave the game center to run here, but thanks for tuning in. It's Hockey Now. We are watching together, and I'm glad that you're watching with me. All right. Legs have been stretched. PD has been activated. Crazy dog. I don't like that look right there. That's definitely better. So we've got a lot here to look forward to in the next couple of I want to say couple of weeks, but it's not a couple of weeks. It's far less than a couple of weeks. It's 9 days. 9 days, I think we have of these tournaments, of these series, and they all have these kind of things about them that are intriguing, to say the least. the connection with the Canes and the Rangers and the trades recently and Hank's record against them, et cetera, et cetera. And we're talking about switching to the Islanders and Panthers, which is coming later on. Actually, you know what? I'm going to do me a favor. Sit with me for a second while I just upload all these game scenes because I got to upload them all. And I want to make sure that we get them all. We got Penguins and Canadians coming later. Where we got the Oilers and Blackhawks coming. We'll save that one. Real-time production. Isn't this awesome? Calgary, Winnipeg needs to be there. Let's talk about the Wild and Canucks. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. What's missing? There's one missing, and it is there. It is. The Nashville Predators and the Arizona Coyotes. Another intriguing what's going on there. Oh my gosh, with Arizona, with the GM, with Chaika leaving. Is he leaving hockey? What's the other opportunity that he has? Who knows? Time will tell. We will get the answer on that, though. Also, don't forget the round robin teams there, and then that there. I'm gonna save that. I need to turn my my Twitch message off there. Let's go back to this real quick. I hope you don't mind. I'm trying to get these things together while we are going along. Let's go to, where are my preferences? Preferences. Do not play a sound. No sounds. Mute all sounds. Got it. Perfect. Let's do. Hey, Richard, we can't stream the game, but we are watching the game together. So you can stream the game on your television on NBC Sports Network, and we will have, it's kind of like an alternate commentary here. And then I've also got the Game Center that's set to go. But I'm not legally allowed to stream the games yet. I'd love in the immediate future for one of the major networks or the league itself, who has the rights to these games, to maybe think about Hockey Now and the live stream like this, and maybe we can put it together as a package where I can actually stream the game and talk about it at the same time, because that would make everything so much easier. This is, I know it's kind of a little bit of a task. You got to sync up, or you're going to hear things ahead of me or behind me, and whatever. It's just the way it is. We're trying it. We're doing this as we go, and we're trying to build something here. So how about this? Let's do this together. I'm going to go to Hockey Fans. No, that's going to go to Hockey Now, the Hockey Now page, not my friends on the Hockey Fans first page. Let's go to here. We'll go to Hockey Now. And if you go to the Hockey Now page and you see the stream that you're watching right now. Oh, just notice, Richard, you're watching on YouTube. Thanks for streaming over there, man. Give us a, actually, you know what? I'll let Andrew tell you.
Hit that subscribe button and smash that like button and do that.
Thank you. So we'll go to share, and then we're going to share this here. And no, I'd love to put it on the radio station page, but I'm not at liberty in my furlough to do that. But I will post it on to, I don't want to share it to a page. I want to share it to my own. Share. I don't want to do that. I'm going to do this. That's what I got to do. I share that to me, change this to me, and then I'm going to go over here to share. Nice. Thank you. Hopefully that works. I'll try that out in the next intermission. But we're going to start a watch. No, I'm not going to do a watch party because I'm not gonna do a watch party. I'm not watching. I'm streaming. So you start a watch party. And it's that easy. And now it's on my page. People are seeing that we're live. People are excited about it. They are taking to the streets in masses to talk about how much they love hockey now. And I love them for that a lot. Let's see. Okay, so it's shared onto my page. It's that easy. Let's check out what the YouTube looks like. Hey Ryan, thanks for tuning in, man. I appreciate you. I wish we could stream the game right to you, but we got we're watching it together. So if you're able to watch the stream wherever you are at home, then we can sync this up. There'll be a couple of points throughout the stream where you'll get the sync bar up on the top, and I'll do a countdown so you can be synced up with what you're seeing. But I got the game center going behind us, and I do agree with you. The NHL playoffs are the most exciting playoffs that there are. Though I will say that yesterday night, the NBA was, if they keep giving us these 300-point games, then maybe it's exciting, but just not the same energy on the court. And we've definitely seen the energy here so far on the game. I mean, we had a fight in there, had a goal 1 minute in, lots of physicality, 24 penalty minutes, big hitting game. They actually added a hit to the Rangers in the intermission. Looks like they added some hits to the Canes as well, which is normal once they get to the intermission. So, Don talking about the minor league hockey. I think a couple of things. Number one, and this is right from the top. When the pandemic started, everything got shut down. The first thing I said to my wife is, this is our opportunity to leap into the future, not just walk into the future, leap into the future. We need to start living in the 21st century, not in the 20th century. And the fact of the matter is, a lot of our sports are modeled on an old tradition and an old model, the 20th century ideas. We're in the 21st century right now. I'm going to tell you right now, if the NHL sees a surge in viewership and the teams are playing well, even beyond the bubble, you could take it away from the bubble. But let's talk about having isolated tournaments throughout the season. Let's talk about having these tournaments, both the NBA and the NHL. Let's talk about Major League Baseball doing that, or even the NFL. They play in the spring, the NFL. Why don't they separate their season a little bit? So, long story short, what I'm saying is, for hockey fans right now, we didn't have 5 months of hockey. In essence, starting today, we're going to have hockey until next professional grade hockey, NHL grade hockey until next June or later. Like after this tournament ends in October, the teams are going to take a month and a half off. Then they're going to get right back to training camp, and they're going to get right back to work in December. And that's fine. We're just going to roll one right into the other. So I don't have a problem with it. As far as the minor leagues, you wish that there was more of the hockey onus on it, but there's not. Minor league hockey is about developing players and making money. And that's the long and short of it. So, so as far as when that happens, moving it up to December, I don't know if that has a big, huge impact. I don't know if it's as big of a deal as the hockey headlines say that it is, but things got to change. Things got to change. They got to shift. They got to adjust. They got to adapt. And we're at a time to do this. Tim, go City, Orlando. Semifinals for Orlando City. Excited about that. Can't tell you anybody on the team. No, I think Nani's on the team still, right? Tim, is Nani still on the team? You let me know. It'll take you about 20 seconds to let me know, for me to see the response at least. But very exciting. So thanks for joining us on the YouTube. If you're streaming there, don't forget about the Twitch channel or the Facebook later on. And the hopes and the intention is to be joined by others, not just myself. I'm kind of just keeping it to myself right now, just to make sure that I can get some of these kinks worked out and really make sure that this is looking and sounding and acting exactly how we intended for it to. So these kinks work. Oh, goodbye. Wow, that's low latency. I like that. on the YouTube feed. Very nice. But yeah. So I am going to also be on the hunt for fans from the teams. Let's start with tonight. I need some of my Pittsburghians on there tonight, man. Need some of them on there. Okay, Tim said Nani is still on the team, so that's a good thing. All right, we're back on the ice here. Here we are. Yes. I don't know why I started the music. I can't wait to have more effects. I'm a producer. I like to do this. All right, here we go. Second period puck drop now. And we're off. Let's get you a little sync period here. Counting down to 1945. So here's 1950, 49, 48, 47, 46, 45. We are synced up. And the Rangers start the second period on the power play. Zibanejad's bringing it down into the zone. I'm not going to do play-by-play. You're watching it there. If you want play-by-play, you just watch the game. Sloppy there. Tony DeAngelo. Really want him to continue on his path of growth. He's an important part of the team. I think he is. The attitude, the mindset, the swagger. Oh, Zibanejad, big windup. Booch. No one there. Canes clear the zone. 45 seconds in the power play left. Another thing I think is important to note is, these guys are playing a noon game, and the time of day that you're playing will definitely have something to. Well, nets off, and we got some physicality there.
What's she doing? What's she doing?
Yeah, noon game. So there's going to be games at noon, 2, 4, 6, 8, and 10. But even here, hold on, I got the schedule right in front of me. So the Rangers play a noon game today, a noon game Monday, and then an 8 o'clock game on Tuesday. It really is like a youth tournament, or someone compared it to the World Championships, where you're just basically, you're there to play hockey. That's what you're there to do. So. And that should probably just about do it for the Rangers power play. But Fox is going to push that puck up one more time. Just a touch behind there. They're still a step off. They're a step off. It's there. They just got to tighten up the screws as far as the Rangers go. Big kill for the Canes, though. Feel free to drop some comments, drop some interaction. I'll put them up on the screen. Can also send you that link to join the stream. I wanted my cousin Andrew. I want you to jump on, but you're like 45 seconds ahead of me. You ruined the game. Not ruined the game, just rogue alerts. It's really a double-edged sword. You want to figure out what's going on in game one. You want to take the time to figure it out, but you're not playing a long 7-game series. You're playing a fairly short 5-game series. Amazing how 7 is long and 5 is short. The difference of one win is a long or short series. But really, You don't want to go down. Going down 2-0? Come on. No way. No way. So you got to figure it out fast. That might be a call. Oh, yeah. Sorry, that's some fandom. That's a little fandom on my part right there. But Vinny Trocheck's going into the box right now. 16:32. The clock has stopped. I'll let you know when it kicks back up on. Oh, no. Watch out. Watch out. Turn around. They got 3 back. Push it up, Cop. Push it up. Here it is. Oh! Come on, Capo. Happy to see him moving the way that he did, though. Seems to have put some weight on. Seems to have gotten his game together. Got a little more comfortable. It's tough, man. 18 years old coming to New York City. From Finland? Not even from here? Oh, good stop. Get at it, Crides. Push it up. Glad to see that extra time. Good for him to be able to recover from his injury, Chris Kreider, but hey, Dan, I'm not able to stream the game, but we are watching together. I've got the Game Center up on the screen here, and we're watching on NBC Sports Network. We're just watching together. I can't stream the game to you. I wish I could. Believe me, I wish I could. Maybe one day, but I'm glad that you joined on with us. Hello, sir, or madam, or airplane. Thanks for joining. Thanks for tuning in. We're all watching together here with Hockey Now Network. A new idea. Well, I mean, kind of a new idea. It's just an idea for today. You could do, I mean, I don't know about, oh, big stop, Hank. Not his strong point, breakaways. Not his strong point. Not his strong point at all. Sorry, Listerine. I'm not trying to give you that advertising. But I don't want to. I'm not trying to give anything in the game away. Yeah. Danny, if you're watching this, we're going to have to rethink the Game Center thing because the Game Center is faster than the screen. Another delayed call. Ugh, sloppy. So we'll stop play 13:46 right now in the second. That'll be a commercial break. And David Quinn looks like somebody messed up his order. I didn't want pepperoni on my pizza. I don't even eat pepperoni. That's the look he has on his face. How are you watching there? Are you watching the game on TV and streaming this on your phone? Are you watching this on your TV and streaming it on your laptop, vice versa? Just kind of curious to hear what your procedure is for enjoying the Hockey Now watching together stream. Just curious for that feedback on game one. TV with phone. Is it working out, Jason? Like, it's in my mind, I think like it's the most complicated thing, but it seems like it probably takes a second to get the sync up, but all right, a commercial break. Don't forget today, 3:45, we'll be going with the Islanders and Panthers, as you see on your screen right here. 3:45 today. I'm torn because my wife is an Islanders fan, and we used to have Panthers half-season tickets with my cousin. So kind of torn, but I know who I have to root for. Have to. It would make for a lot more enjoyable summer of hockey if the Islanders are a part of it. I'll be able to probably watch more than I regularly would. See, Game Center just ruined it. Ask me how excited I am about that one. Oh, that was a great tip, though. That was a great tip. Was that off a 20 or off a skate? Yeah, that was off a 20. Game Center said that it was Justin Williams, but I don't think that was Justin Williams. Yeah, I can't have that up on the screen. I can't have it. Can't have that beating us to watching. I'm going to have to figure something else out on that. But we will. We'll get that worked out. Oh, my God. Let me be clear. I'm not expecting the Rangers to win at all. I have my Rangers hat here, and I am supporting them, and I love them, but I'm not expecting them to win. I'm realistic. Realistically, I thought Igor Shesterkin would be playing that. But I love Henrik Lundqvist, so I have to be all about him. I do love him. Now the question is if the Canes get another one, is it Georgie time? And I think it's got to be Georgie time. Yeah, I just saw your comment, Jason, about special teams winning Stanley Cups, and it's true. And special teams have special players on them. So when you're talking about Justin Williams on the ice for your power play, you've got to feel like you've got something special going. He is Mr. Game 7. He is Mr. Playoffs. Has been for his whole career. And that's why this tournament is so exciting, because every team brings something that could be the catalyst for them having huge success, right? So if it's the Rangers, thanks, Don. Just saw that Jesper Fast is not returning to the game today. Plenty of players on the roster that can fill in, and I forget the number of players they can carry. I think it's 27. It might be less than that, but But regardless, every team has something about their team that could make them, be that hot team, be the St. Louis Blues. Let's not forget the St. Louis Blues went from 0 to 100 in 6 months last season, going from the bottom of the league. Oh, Strome. I just want them to get one. I also don't want them to be too fancy. They got to play a simple game. The other thing that you were saying, Jason, power play and penalty kill has to be a simple game. Rangers they did at points. They had a crutch, an issue with getting too fancy and looking for the Broadway play, which is, I think, if you're a Ranger fan, that's something you're kind of used to. You're used to players looking for the Broadway play. They're in the big lights and the big screen, but nonetheless. The Canes have their youth. They've got, Justin Williams. They've got some tremendous youth in Sebastian Aho and Vinny Trocheck. And just on the defensive end, here they come down the ice again on a PK. No. Broke up play, but still. Stoppage of play, 10:54. Looks like it'll be another penalty. Lots of penalties here. Oh, my gosh, another one. Dude, the refs are the stars so far. What? He pulled the old NHL 94 where you go down and you slide your whole body across to wipe the guy out. Oh, my gosh. So we'll have 4-on-4 for 38 seconds. Time on the clock is 10:54. I will tell you when they drop the puck. 10:54 is the time right now. In talking about the thing that each team brings to the table that could help them get over the top, for the Rangers, it was supposed to be Igor Shesterkin, the young goalie. 9-1 in his first 10. I believe that's what his stat line was. I'm relearning everything. I really mean it. Like when the game shut down in March, it was almost like it never existed to begin with. I forgot every single thing about it, and I didn't want to pay attention to it until they were coming back on the ice because I didn't want to miss it. I didn't want to have to need it. Now it's back. It's just a matter of relearning everything. Yeah, Don. So far, that's a lot of penalties so far, but I think same for the refs. Now riddle me this, if you will. Jason Leaston is on the stream. He's going to jump in with me at some point. I mean, Jason, if you want to jump on now, send me a Facebook message. I'll send you the link. You could jump on with me. We could talk about refereeing. But are the referees treating these like regular season games? Because these, okay, so my wife and I, if you saw the Beard video, my wife and I were talking about how these aren't actual playoff games because they haven't clinched the playoffs. But it is part of the playoff. It's the qualifying round. So these have to be called like playoff games. But same time, I think the referees are trying to figure out what this game looks like also. And like we're talking in the first period, there's no outside influence coming from the crowd. At all. So the referees are probably trying to figure this out too. And let's be honest, players who are finding their game often play a sloppy game. So there's a lot. I mean, listen, that Adam Fox call was, like Jason said, it was an easy call. Rangers at full strength now. Oh, Fox takes a stick up high. Is there blood? I don't see any blood. I'm not a doctor. But you don't have to be a doctor these days anymore. There was no blood there. We're going to commercial, 8:46 on the clock. 8:46. I agree, Ron. You got to make the calls. You've got to make the calls that are fairly obvious. You've got to make sure that you're keeping control of the game, right? Maybe. Johnny up in Volusia, Johnny McGill, thanks for tuning in. Tomorrow, dude, if you could see Johnny's profile picture there, I was talking earlier about tomorrow's Flyers game at 3:00. I'll be streaming that Flyers and Bruins tomorrow at 3, and we're going to dedicate that game to our friend Tina, who was a victim of domestic violence earlier this summer. We'll talk about her tomorrow, but we're going to do the Flyers game tomorrow in honor of her. So hope you're tuning in for that. Another one, Svechnikov. Number 3 overall pick, 2 or 3. High pick, but good youth. Good youth for that team. Ron, that's funny. What's with Russian goalies and unfit to play? Samsonov with the Caps. Ron's a big Caps guy. Hope to have him on when the Caps play. Oh, yeah. Caps Bolts on Monday. That should be a good one. Hope Ron jumps on there for that. But Samsonov unfit to play. Igor just today. Like it was, very close to game time where he didn't get the he was unfit to play or whatever it is. They got new rules. They don't have to disclose things. So instead of saying upper or lower body injury, they're just not going to say anything at all. Yeah, 4 on Monday for the for Caps Bolts. The stream will kick off at 3:45. 3:45. I was originally going to do 12 straight hours. I was going to do every game. That's just impossible to do, though. Impossible. I mean, it's not impossible, but Rangers got to get it here. They got to get it. I got to get you a sync point, too, here. I'm at 53, 52, 51, 48, 47, 46, 45, 44, 43, 42, 41, 740. There's your sync. Talking about something every team brings to the table, let's look at this next game coming up. We won't be streaming at 3 when the game starts, but Oilers and Blackhawks. I mean, Patrick Kane, Jonathan Toews, and the Chicago Blackhawks and their 3 Stanley Cups in the last decade. And then Connor McDavid and Leon Draisaitl. What else do you need? That series is going to be... I saw somebody say that Connor McDavid found another gear. How many more gears does this dude have? I'll tell you what, though, every time they say he reaches a new gear, not only does he reach it, but he reaches it and beats it. He's incredible. He's just incredible. Cedric, what's up, production? Love that Solar Bears love. Thank you for tuning in, man. 51, 50, 49. Okay. I was telling myself, don't just sit on the stream and count the time down. Softball for Hank there. Stop clock at 6:41. Yeah, Ron, Hawks beat the Blues the other day. Corey Crawford could be the difference maker. I think any of these goaltenders could be the difference maker. Hank could still be the difference maker. If the Rangers can come back and win this game and he keeps them in the game. But the first goal, I hate the early game. First of all, I hate early games. Second of all, the early goals, it is what it is. If you're going into it down 1-0 first period, a minute into the game and you can't make anything happen in the next 59 minutes, then you don't deserve to win that game anyway. But that second goal, the power play goal, that was just there was nothing Hank could have done. Nothing you could have done. Oh. Oh, Andrew, I swear to God, dude. I swear. The Rangers are swirling. Lindgren. Oh, it's a goal! Yes! Pavel Buchnevich! There we go. Welcome to the game, New York Rangers. It's a 2-1 game. 5:34 left. Ryan Lindgren. Sweet tippings there. Was that Mika or was that Pavel Buchnevich? That was Mika. Mika Zibanejad. Love that goal graphic. Andrew, listen, I love you, but not saying anything is not saying anything. Like making a comment with zip lips is basically telling me in 45 seconds there's something about to happen. Great tip there. Mika is the key. And it's crazy that, it's it's okay, Andrew. It's okay. Oh, man. Rangers fans didn't expect anything this year. They shouldn't have expected anything this year, but Panarin and the season he had and Zibanejad and the star that he's turning into, there's what the Rangers had. They had the young goaltending and the good youth, and they have the solid leadership. And I was hoping to see Zibanejad score a goal today. Feel like we haven't seen Panarin all that much. Granted, I'm not listening to the game because if I listen to the game, I will be completely distracted, but haven't really seen him very much in the game, but not afraid that he won't. Actually really like that. I think that once they get that goal, that makes Hank more confident. He keeps them in the game now. Andrew, you got something for us?
Hit that subscribe button and smash that like button and do that.
I love that kid. He's looking out for my best interest. Do me a favor. Give me some likes. Give me some subscribes, if you will, on the YouTube channel and the Twitch, Facebook. We're on Instagram. We're on Twitter. We're all over the place. And don't forget, if you have friends or know people who are fans of any of these teams, these games that are being played, I would love to have them on the stream. I'd love to still have somebody on the stream that's a Canes fan before the game. I mean, coming into the third period here, love to have a Canes fan up on here with me. Might fish for that during the intermission. Thanks, everyone, for the likes and subscribes and whatnot. Andrew, thanks you too. All right, we're back to action. 5:15. Let's count it down to 5 minutes for you. We'll get the sync up. 5, 10, 9, 8, 5:07.6. We're stopped at 5:07. Let's hold off on this sync. Stopped at 5:07. I'll let you know when the puck drops. Yeah, I think Z definitely made the tip, Andrew. That was definitely his goal. That puck dropped. 5:06, 5:05, 4, 3, 2, 1. 5 minutes on the clock. We're synced up. Oh, fancy footwork there in front of the net. Sloppy. Oh, would have loved to seen a Mark Stahl goal here. I'll get Jay right on the phone. Get him right on the phone. Also, you don't have to be on video stream. We could do a video. We can do a call. I can take a call on my phone, put it in through the board. Got that technology going, son. Trying to at least. Hey, do me a favor. If you're watching the stream and you're looking somewhere where the link is shared, I don't see those comments as easily. So share them on the video feed on the Hockey Now page. Thanks, Brian. See, like I just had to go over to see your comment on my page. Yeah, stay in the stay on the Hockey Now feed. All right. Pull this back up. Cries. Oh, just a bit outside. Or was that a save? Probably a nice save. Rangers seem to be woken up a little bit. Curious what the strategy might have been. Curious if the strategy was to kind of just, second gear through the first period, and let's see what we got in the second period, and then let's just go pedal to the metal for the last 30 or last 25. Put some momentum into the room for the intermission, come out third period and pedal to the metal, see what you can do. Oh, turnover right in the zone. That was who was the referee who was pointing to his watch? Is there something wrong with the clock? I don't know. You got a U.S. Open ad up on there now. 3 minutes. I like Lindgren. I like his I don't like that play he just made. I like his mood, his attitude. Drop the mitts when he needs to, throw the body around, some trash talk. Came over as part of the Rick Nash deal. Boston. Coming up on 2 minutes left. We're at 2:10. That's offside. Or stoppage of play. Or another penalty. Is that another penalty? Was that what that was? "36 combined penalty minutes thus far in the game. 21 for Carolina, 15 for the Rangers. No call on that play there. There's Igor on the screen. He's got some flow. I never realized that. I like when you look at Hank in his mask, his face looks very bright. When you look at Igor Shesterkin, like face on in the mask, it just looks dark. It looks just a simple observation there. Not really very much merit. I have to do a side-by-side graphic on that. Oh, big stop, Hank. Puck frozen at 128 here. The game has gotten good. I mean, it's been a more enjoyable game. First period was very clunky. I'm sure every game today, the first period is going to be the let's find ourselves. And it can't be much more than that, because if you're looking at a 7-game series, maybe you'll take the whole first game to feel out, but you don't have the time. You just don't have the time to feel out through the course of a whole game. You have to get into it right now, because weird. I often say, and they say in hockey, that you can't make the playoffs in October, November, but you can fall out of the playoffs in October and November if you just don't have the success that you need. You can fall out of the series in the first 40 minutes of a game. If you've wasted that time, you've lost that game, and you're not able to recover from that. So, I mean, I don't think the Rangers have anything to worry about right now. Again, first goal in the inside, right outside of the first minute of the game. Second goal is a power play goal. They finally were able to get one on their power play. Jeff, score is 2-1 Carolina, coming up on 1 minute left. You're headed out to Wesley Chapel, the site of the Blue Line Hockey Tournament. I forget the name of it. You'll have to remind me what the name of it is, but it's a youth hockey tournament that I could do that, Andrew, but it's not as easy with this program as it would be with some others. And since I'm just doing it myself, I'm keeping it somewhat simple, but we are figuring out a way to be able to get the score up underneath me on that background. But yeah, these youth hockey tournaments, that was when they first announced this tournament. I was like, dude, this is going to be like the MLK weekend tournament or Columbus Day. It's going to be like a youth hockey tournament or Frozen Four or World Championships, where, you're crossing these guys in the hall. Now that looks cool, but that looks kind of weird. The Zoom calls up on the screen. Like the NBA has the green screen of everyone. They have you perfectly cropped, but it was cool, I guess, though, nonetheless. But no, I thought from the beginning this was going to be a lot like a youth hockey tournament, whereas you're it's a set number of teams. You know who your opponent is. You know the other series that are happening. You are intimately watching all of these games. I would imagine a lot of these guys are watching every one of these games. Like if there's a player that's not playing today, well, unless you're the Islanders, Panthers, Blackhawks, Oilers, you're not watching this. I would imagine every other player that's in the bubble is watching this. At the end of the second period, it's 2-1 Carolina. Rangers trying to mount some kind of, I guess we'll call it a comeback. Don't call it a comeback, but it is a comeback. Oh, that's right, Mitch. The Rangers goal was on the even strength. It looked like a power play goal with the tip, just that kind of thing. With the whole thing. Let me throw up the game center for the intermission. There we go. I'm going to stretch my legs for a little bit. It's 2-1 Carolina over the New York Rangers. We are watching together with the Hockey Now Network on the Facebook Live channel, YouTube Live, and Twitch channels. And I think Andrew's got something for you, too. Actually, here.
Hit that subscribe button and smash that like button and do that.
Thank you, Andrew. Still working on my buttons here. I'm going to work on them now when I stretch, right after I stretch my legs. Enjoy Game Center. Thanks for tuning in with me, man. And woman. And everybody. The intermission show went to take a bathroom break, Jeff. That's where the intermission show went. The intermission show went to go and have an oatmeal cookie and kiss his wife really quick. I'm allowed. Hold on, wait. I gotta. Let's see. I got my tablet hooked up so that I can get my other sound effects a little bit easier. Got to give a very quick, but not quick. Got to give a huge shout out to Danny Danny Genzier for helping me put this whole thing together. I've known Danny for a long time. We've worked together for a long time. Here's your kiss. Ning, you're going to love this. You're going to love this. Here it is. Ready for this one? Boom. Ready for tomorrow? You going to join me or what? Oh, yeah. I'll be sitting right underneath the Blue Jackets. Jeff Ning's going to be right over here saying, oh, the Leafs. Leafs, Leafs, Blue Jays. Blue Jays, Leafs, Leafs. Yep, I see him, Ron. Nice. I like that. I love that caps. Love that artwork. So at the intermission, it looks like it's 2-1 Canes. Looks like we know that it is. Shots on goal for the Canes, 23-19 to the Rangers. New York still bringing the hits heavy, 27 in through 2 periods. The Canes with 15. Very physical game, lots of penalties. With my math, I see 38 penalty minutes, 21 for the Canes, 17 for the Rangers. And just the lone Canes power play goal, the teams combined are 1 for 12 on the power play. Canes are 1 for 5. Now, let's see here. Let's see if we got a winner with the chicken dinner over here. Trying to get my my music set. Let me go to here. How long it will take for the ice to melt? All right. Headphones. Are we gonna? Yeah, that's Petey. Okay, so the audio is not playing where it wanted to be. Playback audio device. Okay. No, okay. Working out the kinks, working out the kinks, working out the kinks. Might need to get the more fancy wire. I'm pretty sure that's what it is. Oh, it's a different computer, Brian. It's a different computer. Sorry, I have another tablet here I'm trying to use to play sound effects and just having a hard time getting it to play back through my board. I might not have the right wire though. Not that you care. But maybe. There we are.
Hit that subscribe button and smash that like button and do that.
There's a sound blast for you. Cool. We are good to go there, and we are looking like we're back. We're back to action. I'm gonna get rid of this Leafs Blue Jackets. Talk about that tomorrow night. We got things to talk about right now. And I'm not keeping Game Center up on the screen. I'm just not doing it because it's ahead. And I don't want to be spoiled. Let's get a sync up here for you real quick. We're getting ready to get back to game action. We're sinking, and the puck is Brett Howden and Justin Williams. Oh, no. Come on, guy. Oh, puck drop. There we go. Finally, after 3 attempts, the puck is dropped. We're in the third period here. Canes start the period with a power play. It is 2-1 Carolina. And we're at 1940. And clock operator ran that clock an extra second there. We're stopped at 1939. I will let you know when the puck gets dropped again. Agreed, Andrew. This is where conditioning and all of those other things and some hockey sense just starts to creep in because, you know, you got to kind of go on auto drive here. It's the third period of a playoff game. Very excited to see. It looks like, if you're seeing what I'm seeing, it looks like Justin Williams is quite perfectly playing the pest. He's definitely getting in. Like, there's a sequence right in the front. Him and Jacob Trouba were trading some blows a second ago. Of course, the fight earlier with Ryan Strome and Justin Williams. So, all right, we're back at it. No, I don't want to look at Gamecast. I don't want it to be ruined. Excuse me. I just want it to. I don't want it to be ruined.
How about that?
That's a Jesse Liebman drop, and I love that one.
What's she doing? What's she doing?
Thanks for slowly but surely creeping back on. I'm going to drop a. The broadcast crew, Ning? I don't know. I honestly have not listened to the volume on the TV at all. I could turn the sync off, can't I? Go to that and be ready for a GOAL when they come. Big turnover. Big steal, Strome. Here we go. Ooh. It's good. They're hungry. Like to see Pavel Buchnevich, what he's become. Big, strong player. Maybe he looks bigger because he has that weird goatee now. Not really weird, it's just a goatee now. Hawks, Isles, Pens, and Jets. Yes, I think I agree with those. The only variations, I definitely think the Islanders. Actually, I don't know that I agree with all of them. I am just as I think it's time for Connor McDavid to announce his arrival into the league as far as the playoffs go. And I see that you have Chicago with the upset, but I think that Kane Tays, Connor Leon. I don't know. I think Connor Leon are ready to take the helm, and I just don't know if they. But again, I don't know if the Oilers have the depth there. What are they going to do after you get through Leon and Connor? That'll be the hurdle for the Oilers. I think is what's coming after those top two. What have you got? What else you got to show me? So we'll see what happens with that. I think Islanders easily handle the Panthers. Easily. I just don't think the Panthers are going to be able to make anything out of anything until they're able to secure their defense. Aaron Ekblad, disappointment for a first overall draft pick. You know? That is a disappointment. If Keith Yandle is your best defenseman, Keith Yandle is, again, the best defenseman on a bad team. That's what he was when he was in Arizona. He was the best defenseman on a bad team. Came to the Rangers, did nothing. Nothing. Pens, probably Sydney, probably, but I think Carey Price is he knows the opportunity that's in front of him. He knows that that team is the 12th ranked team in the conference, and if they can put it together, then Carey's the guy you want behind you. And Jets Flames, I think is just it's a toss up. Jets play too wonky. It'll probably come down to Hellebuck whether or not he shows up and plays his game. So we'll see what happens. We'll see what happens. Ooh, big shot there from Mika. He's got a heavy shot. He plays heavy. Oh, 2-on-1. Oh! I feel like if it's March or April, if there's no pause, Kreider's going to the net and he's there to collect a rebound. Instead, he stayed behind the play there. Again, you can't really be depressed if the team doesn't win game one. In a tournament like this when they haven't played in months. Coming up on 15:30, we'll get a sync here. Coming when we get to the 15 minute mark. Svetch. Oh, good D play. Good D play, Mark Stahl there. Oh. Is that Gauthier out there with Panarin and Strome? 12? Yeah, I think that's him. Yeah, Stahl's he's relatively solid since he had the eye injury. When he had the eye injury, that he kind of took a couple of steps back. Devin, let me look at the schedule tomorrow. What time is Arizona, Nashville? Okay, so we're gonna go on at 2:45 with Philly, Boston, but that game starts at 3, so we'll start at 2:45 and we'll start talking about Arizona, Nashville first, and then we'll follow that one. We'll kind of do a double there. Like I said, was that a post or did Hank get over? I got to do something about this. Like I have my mic stand is a stand-up mic stand, and it's right in my field of view. Yeah, I think you got it too, Ron. I was going to give you a sync point up to 15, and I realized I missed that. Let's go to 13:30. So right now I'm at 13:40, 39, 38, 37, 36, 5, 4, 33, 32, 13:30. There's your sync. A couple of times I said to myself, like, I wish I could listen to the TV sound and hear the crowd noise. And then you remember there is no crowd noise. I don't know, maybe you guys are watching and you have your TV volume up a little bit at the same time, but are they pumping in the crowd noise? I'm not fond of that. I'm not fond of that. Oh. Big Hank, he gets better as he goes on. It's just too bad that he lets that one up right at the beginning. 12:41 play is stopped, and I believe that's a TV timeout. Playoff hockey, kids. What do you think about that? Playoff hockey on August 1st. I haven't even paid attention to the hurricane. What's going on with the actual hurricane out there? Let's see. Let me. I'm going to. Some of you would be interested to know that I am a National Weather Service sky spotter. I took the classes. Yeah, I know, Devin. They're just putting it into the arena. They're not. I'm sorry. They're just putting on the broadcast, not in the arena. But I think it sounds. I don't know. In some cases, I think it sounds cool, and some not. Updated cone warning. Let's see. No, I still got that dot right. 8 p.m. Sunday, right on Cape Canaveral. Haven't seen any of the radar, though. I mean, that would be the right time to do it, right? Since we're in an intermission here, or since we're in a stoppage of play. I got 11:55 on the game. Stop following the Game Center, Brian. Just stop following the Game Center. Get it out of there. Nice, Ron. It's not overhyped. Oh, God. Jeff, you're just stung after Labor Day last weekend, but it was the right call. Where are we at here? And puck drop. All right, we're back to it. I need to be paying attention. This is the times that we've been waiting for. That's a good call, Devin. It kind of reminds me of the Winter Classic. It's just a little simple, subtle white noise in the background. I can agree with that. I did watch a game the other night where they didn't have any of the ambient noise on it, and I enjoyed it, but a hockey purist or traditionalist or whatever phrase you want to use. So I don't mind hearing the sounds of the rink, but $12:22 is the time on the clock, and puck down. We're moving. See, for someone like you, Ron, a Caps fan, you don't have to worry about these games as much. You're definitely going to make the playoffs. You're definitely going to be playing a 7-game series, which is the traditional structure. But I don't know. Are you worried about the seeding rounds? I feel like this year more than any, the seeds do not matter. Yeah. Yeah, Ron said he's not sure how he feels about it. He gets amped up now or play a few and then just play. And he said it just depends on who gets through. Just reading those for anyone who's listening but not able to read the screen. Lots of shouting. Is that Greg McKegg? Oh, that was just not a hit that I think anybody wants to see happen. Like head first, guy's got his back turned to you, Greg. I don't know. I don't want to. I'm not a weenie fan. Like I want to keep the fighting in, and the hitting is what it is. But that was definitely a charge, and the Rangers go on yet another penalty kill power play for the Canes. 11:15 in the period. I'll let you know when the puck drops. Puck down. 12, 11, 10, 9. Ooh. Here we go. Oh, that's the kind of goal that would beat Hank too. Low shot, cross the slot, and a tip on the far side. That didn't happen yet, but oh, good stop. Mika, man, Mika. Coming up on 10 minutes left in the third here. Looking for the Rangers to kill this penalty off and get things moving. And yes, I am very middle of the road. I am wearing my NHL hat and not my Rangers hat, but I am a Rangers fan from birth. It's a family thing. So I do say, oof, all right. So now I'm less of a host and more of a fan for the last 10. Swirling. Come on. $15 left in the power play. Out of the zone. Come on, clear it. Get it. Get it. Lots of traffic in front of Hank. Oh!
What's she doing? What's she doing?
What kind of goal was that? Oh, it was kicked in by Mark Stahl. Where's Jay? Oh, oh. Get out of here with that garbage goal. Again, I'm not expecting them to win. I'm not expecting them to win at all. But this is big stop Hank. Big stop Hank. He can do it. Let's go, boys. Let's go. $8:35 on the clock. Get it, Art. Oh. Referee went down. Well, the Rangers have obviously woken up and they're bringing the pressure and bringing the body, but this is going to be fun. This is it. This is playoff hockey. Push it up. Out of play. 7:46. 7:45. So, Jason, I see what you said here. Worst lead in hockey, 2 goals. But we both know it's the dreaded 3-goal lead. So because it's a 7-game series, it's a 5-game series instead of 7. Are we going to abbreviate everything? The 2-goal lead is now as bad as the 3-goal lead was. Hey, whatever, man. If they're going to wake up now and do it, you might as well wake up now and do it. You know, reserve your energy, feel out the game, and let's just go. 7 minutes of strong hockey, and let's see what they can do. Oh, man. it's obviously important to win game one and set that standard for the rest of the series, but like, because it's a short series, you don't have time to waste. You don't have a game that you can budget for trying to figure yourself out. So maybe now down 2 goals again, the Rangers are ready to turn it on and start moving forward and playing the game that they were playing before the pause. Oh, man. I can't look at I keep going over to Game Center to look at the stats, but they're definitely a solid, like, 5 or 10 seconds ahead of me, and I don't want to ruin it. I want real reaction here. Yeah, and you know what, Ron? That's a good point. They're going to have to take chances, and you got to have the king behind you playing well, and Hank can do that. I mean, look at these goals. Are you seeing these goals that they've scored? I mean, their quality. The first goal, if you're a Ranger fan, you're not surprised by a goal around a minute into the game. It's like the mood of the team for the last 5 years. But that second goal, the power play goal was it was a great goal. It's a tip. There was nothing Hank could have done there. And then the third goal, Stahl kicks it in. Not Henrik Lundqvist's fault. The loss today, if it comes. Not. I know better than to not give him some cushion because he probably didn't know he was playing earlier than an hour ago, but still. The crazy thing about this, though, is if Igor Shesterkin, who was, supposed to start today, if there's something wrong with him and he can't play, your next game is the day after tomorrow and then the day after that. And then 1 day off and then every other day. So there's not really time. If it's an injury, you're out for a week, you're out for the whole round. Again, it's not a 7-game series where you're playing, you have at least a day or 2 in between games. Like every series has back-to-backs. I thought that was it. Six and change here. Get it up there, Artie. Get it up there. Look at him move. Oh! Right play, but bad rebound. Nothing they could have corralled. $5.55. Sloppy. Yeah, I'm ready for Connor. I'm ready for McDavid. I really love watching him play. I watched him get drafted. The reason I got my Florida Panthers season tickets was because I wanted to go watch him play. It was nearly cheaper to get half season tickets and go to other games than to just buy a ticket outright for the one game. After this game ends, I'm going to jump off the stream. I don't want to keep the same channel running. I don't want to keep the same stream running. I can only go 4 hours at a time with the software. But we'll jump back on around 3:45. So we'll talk about we'll watch some of the Blackhawks and Oilers, and then we'll start flipping back and forth between that and the Islanders game. See, I might be able to pop both games up on, follow both of them. Just about 4 minutes left here for the New York Rangers to figure something out. Not sure if it's the trust or, I mean, it's great to see Capo Caco on the ice, and it's great to see Phil Hedel on the ice, the young players to get that experience. I think David Quinn knows exactly what he's doing. If you don't win this series, but you get some quote unquote playoff experience under these guys' belts, then it's a win-win. And if you lose and you can win that lottery first pick and you get a little Lafreniere in your life, then you're really sitting pretty. I don't dare throw the generational talent term around easily, but this kid is Alexei Lafreniere. You'll be hearing his name a lot. Destined to be a big star. Destined. And one of the teams that is playing in the qualifying round is going to get him. Well, they'll get the pick where they could draft him, but. Three minutes left. Rangers down 2. 3:02. The clock is stopped. Oh, man. I'm using a program called StreamYard. It's an IP-based stream software. We're taking baby steps. I use this platform for some other things. If it works the way we need it to, then we're good. And if we keep growing and keep growing and we add more to it, then we will then we'll just, we'll move on to other platforms or other softwares. I think you're going to, I'm trying to think if Quinny does that. But I think you got to think about pulling him, Jace. I mean, you got to think about getting the 6th skater out there. Depending on who's on defense for the Rangers, because it's got to be somebody that can get back fast enough. And they have guys that can get back there fast enough, but they also, you're not counting on Mark Stahl to get back on the rush. But Adam Fox, Jacob Trouba. Oh, that's right, dude. So this was, that was probably, in thinking about my favorite moments from the Solar Bears season this year, and I didn't get to announce the last game. I had my HOA yearly board members meeting that I missed the last Solar Bears game for. But that game where the Bears scored, that was the TV game, and the game was supposed to go off the air. Okay, so the Solar Bears scored. It goes into overtime. So the Solar Bears tied up. Then the game goes into overtime, and then the Solar Bears score. Literally, Jesse was able to say,
How about that?
And then, goodbye, we got to go. Like 10 seconds after they score, they had to end the broadcast because of whatever they were up against. I guess the nightly news or whatever it was that they were up on. Let's see here. Let's get back to game action here. And we're at 3 minutes on the dot. I'd say look for, you're not pulling Hank before a minute because Tony DeAngelo got an interference penalty. That's what you want when you got 3 minutes left down by 2. And the team's not good enough to pull the goalie with the power play. Whoa, big staggering stop by Hank there. Oh, come on, Mika. Oh, just out of his reach. Just out of reach. They got to get one. They got to get one right here. Let's go, Foxy. Push it up. I'll tell you what, though. It takes you all of 4 seconds to watch Artemi Panarin just to see the kind of dynamic player that he is. He can... Oh, yes! Yes! Mark Stahl with his second goal of the game. First goal for the Rangers, but his second goal of the game. And the Rangers get one on the PK, and here we go. 3-2 with 1:54 left. Let's go! Yes.
How about that?
Thank you, Jesse. How about that? They were swarming. They're not done yet. 154 left. Now let's talk about killing off the penalty. Then let's talk about taking Hank out of the goal. All right, here we go. I love that. Oh. Timeout, Rangers. Let's go. All right. Great game, dude. Great game. If nothing else, it just shows the potential that we have here for all 8 of these series and the round robin games. I just can't see, I can't see Ovi and Stamkos not treating Monday's game like it's the playoffs. I can't see the Bruins not treating tomorrow's game against the Flyers like it's the playoffs. I mean, these teams are playing playoff hockey. And the intensity's there. It doesn't matter. Dude, listen, there's something you have to understand about hockey if you're a casual hockey fan. These guys, and we were talking about it earlier, you're talking about sports. All right, puck's back down, 152. I'm going to try to get this out while I'm watching, but all these other sports, they have out of bounds, but they don't have a definitive boundary. Like, the guys on the ice right now are locked in the rink, and the only way they can come out is if somebody lets them out. What happens in that rink, whether it's a big stop, Hank, 131 clock is stopped, whether it's in a gymnasium, a local rink or gymnasium, or it's a middle-sized rink, or it's Scotiabank Arena in Toronto, when these guys are locked into the rink, they are locked into hockey mindset. And as much as they get, I mean, I've interviewed players and, we don't hear the crowd, this and that. You do hear the crowd, but you know what? You don't need to hear the crowd. The intensity is there on the ice with the other 11 people that are on the ice with you. And vis-a-vis 40 guys between both teams. The excitement can definitely be there, and it is there. I'm pretty pleased with the quality here. I'm excited to watch a game that I don't have fan vested interest in, and I'm going to move my mic stand in between the streams here. Coming up on a minute here. 107, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. 1 minute left, and they're not going to make that call with a minute left, but they would have called that earlier in the game, maybe. I apologize. I see the comments are coming in. I'm not looking at them. There goes Hank. 45 seconds left. There goes Hank. And Tony D behind the net moves it up. And it's back behind. 10 seconds wasted trying to get the puck out of the zone. And it's out of play. 29.7 seconds. Let me see some of these comments here. Man. I think the refs are keeping their whistles in their pockets right now. 24 left. 2, 21, 20 seconds. All right, here we go. And the Rangers have the puck in the zone. There's Mr. Game 7 trying to get it out. Tony D keeps it in. Oh, don't let him score. Just don't let him score. I like that 1-goal score line. Get it, Artie. That was weak. Mrazek got robbed there. He played the puck. That was a really fast whistle. Really fast whistle there. That was a bad call. That was a bad call. Bad call. Isn't that right, Uncle Roger?
What's she doing? What's she doing?
What a freaking idiot.
That's from Love Guru. These are mostly some hockey clips.
You have a firm grasp of the obvious.
That was a Mrazek got robbed. Game should be over. I mean, I won't complain if the Rangers can get one here with 2 seconds left. What happened there? Looked like a flubbed drop. Well, in the interest of getting as much time to kind of adjust things on my end here for usability and whatnot, once this game ends, I will jump off this stream and get ready for the 3:45 stream. That's for the Islanders and Panthers game. And the Canes take game 1 over the Rangers, 3-2 in what was, I mean, I'm pleased with the quality of hockey that we had. I really, really am. Lots of shots on goal, a lot of penalty minutes, but I mean, 42 combined penalty minutes, a heavy hitting game from the Rangers. Both teams played pretty physical. The energy was definitely there. Let's see if these guys going to do. I forgot about the bunch of jerk stuff. No, they're just getting right off the ice. They're not doing any of their hurricane. What do they call that? Hurricane rush or whatever they call it. Nonetheless, though, an exciting first game. I think we can be excited about the games ahead. Jump back on at 3:45. Let's talk about Blackhawks and Oilers. They dropped the puck at 3:00 on NBC. That's a nationally televised game. I'll be back on 3:45 for the Islanders and Panthers game, and then tonight at 7:45 for the Penguins and Canadians. Of course, we do not want to forget.
Hit that subscribe button and smash that like button and do that.
Make sure you're following us on our YouTube Live, Twitch, and Facebook Live streaming channels. We've also got the Instagram and the Facebook page and the Twitter at HockeyNowNet for Facebook, Twitter, and Instagram. Do me a favor and give a share if you will. Let your friends know if you know anybody in the coming weeks that wants to talk smack. Imagine in that instance right there, we had a Canes fan and a Rangers fan on our stream to watch. That's what we're going for here. So I'm going to need your help spreading the word. But I really appreciate you listening and watching together with me. Let me show you who I am. I'm Brian Sclover. There's my Twitter handle. Thanks for tuning in. I'll talk to you in about an hour.